Black people in Russia? Well, in general, they are tourists, but also there are those who live in Russia. I'm interested in their life and how Russians react when they see black men. How our tolerance mixed with the fact. Actually, you can hear often the word "негр" in Russian. I will introduce you some guy. He's Marcus. His name Marcus, and he lives in St. Petersburg. He lives in Russia. He teaches Russian, English. Now we came to lesson. We try to not disturb. So it is a lesson for theater group. Learn English for theater perform. So, well, let's see. But
I have been in Russia for about 13 years. I started teaching English.
when you came to Russia, how Russian people react at your appearance?
Well, when I came here, I was thinking it's the same as other Europe countries, though I was warned by my uncle who lived in Moscow. He, actually warned me to ignore because people here are quite a little different, just as in other places. Even in the UK, people are also different, but they're more socialized there. So, but here, people, maybe because of the past time in Russia, people don't understand me. When I came, it was really a little difficult to communicate with people here, and it was difficult to understand, maybe because of the color of my skin. But some Russians, I really had good companies, good Russian companies too. Some Russians are really great, and they also advise me, Marcus, ignore, just don't mind, do what you have to do.
You say that you have some difficulty with communicate. What do you mean?
Okay, when I mean communication, when I want to ask something, first, the language is one of those things we understood that not everybody understands English. And also even the little Russian that I know, people, even if they understand, when they understand, they don't even want to react because they don't want to have communication with a black man. And also, they don't want to have any communication with me. So you're black, hey, no.
Really?
Yeah.
What really irritates you, and maybe what you remember?
What irritates me is when they stare at me. Yeah. If they come to me, sometimes they laugh. I've been able to control myself from them, even when I'm around them, because I understand that they don't know anything.
I think when people stare at you, it happened because you're unusual in good thing, because they always see only white, and it is interesting. And actually, I'm not sure that they laugh on you in bad thinking.
I understand your opinion. Well, that I have also noticed several times when people see the look. I'm kind of sensitive, but there are some people they look me in a funny way. Maybe because they don't understand, they haven't seen a person like this, or maybe they do it on purpose. But there are some other kind of people. There are some people who look at you with an angry face, really, and they really hate seeing you in the form of black. I have noticed this several times.
You remember the story in 2016, Russian fashion designer Ulyana Sergeyenko was blamed for racism. She sent invitation to fashion show for her friend. The note had derogatory term used to describe black people. The invitation was spread online and reaction from fashion global community followed by. Later, Uliana explained that she didn't do it on purpose and don't want to offend someone. In the end of this summer, a Russian young woman Maria Matuzная was being tried in the court because of posting memes in social media. Some of these memes were about black people, and she was accused of extremism. At one of the trial, Maria posted on Twitter, when trial was going, the judge offered to use the word негр instead of негроидная раса, well, because it's easier to pronounce. I think this incident's connected with the fact there is a word, Russian word негр. Russian use it to describe people with a dark color of skin who belong to a Negroid race. It is written in some dictionary, for example, dictionary by Ozhegov. It is a popular book, or in Russian Wikipedia. It is not negative word.
Yesterday I was speaking with someone and he says, oh, I have a question, sorry. Is the word negro good? Can we use this word? I said, well, for people here, they use the word because it's a word. Well, to us, we black people, it's upsetting. You don't say the word negro. He said, in American movies, they say negro. So I said, well, if an black American is talking to a black American and say, what's up, my nigger? It's not actually specifically the word negro. It's reformed. And it's a word used between them. It's just for them. It's just like my bro, my nigger. Yeah, but you as a white don't say negro. It's now you're like insulting me or making me, relegating me to the form of a black man. Yeah. So
we have been using the word long time in our past history, but because of globalization and obvious fact that the Russian word негр sounds similar with English N-word, and because of that, using Russian word негр is becoming unacceptable. And I say exactly is becoming because still a lot of Russians use it, and they even can't imagine if they call some foreigner like негр, they may offend.
American for example.
Вы, если хотите, садитесь, просто мы здесь разговариваем, если мы...
There was a time I went to Petrosavos. It was like a different Russian. Most people I saw there were really different. I don't even think it was Russian. Hey, hello, hey, hello, hey. You know, this is how to attract, you make people feel comfortable in your country. It's not like you see people, I know that is normal human, but sad mood is scaring me. It makes me feel that you want to call me nigger, you want to feel bad that I'm black. So smile. I'm a person. Something you've not seen before. Take it positively. Don't look so sad and so like in the presence of us. Almost everybody I saw there were almost even older people dressed. People come back. Hello, hi. You know, it's like, is this not in Russia, Petrosavos? You know, and I know some of my black friends in Petrosavos. They are living good. When I tell them, some of my friends in Moscow and some people tell them what is going on, they say, we don't really have racism here in Petrosavos. I say, really? But they haven't seen it. And I also been an experience about it. I've experienced it. So it's strange. I see that Russians are really different.
You have experienced work with children and adults, and I want you to ask about what's different their opinion, children
so
and
the difference. Teaching here has been fun. With kids, it's something new to them. It's just like me coming here new and seeing something new with the way life. But for them, it's something new. Now, some of the kids, their parents say, we have a teacher from Great Britain. He's dark-skinned, something like that. You have to respect, you have to listen to him. if he says repeat, always repeat the word. Some parents ask their kids to do this, and the kids come with a positive emotion in the classroom. But some kids don't know anything. Parents did not prepare them. They just come to class and they look, and some are even scared to come around because we need to educate them before you bring them. And it's normal, kind of. When I started teaching kids, some of them were scared, and the second lesson, second lesson, they were like that. But the third lesson, great. They were, getting closer to me, and they were listening to me, and they were repeating the words because I'm a little strict. I usually tell them, okay, you have to say the words so that this lesson will be fun. I want to be happy. I want daddy and mommy to be happy with you, that you will learn English and speaking.
You know what is interesting? If a Russian do want to insult black people, they won't say negr. They say черный, means the black. It is a root in Russian language. In English cultural, say black people, it is absolutely okay. It's neutral and acceptable.
We just had situation with that lady. Yes, she said in positive way to they notice you.
She said, хороший человек.
That
Attention.
So much attention to you. Is it irritate you or is it?
Well, looking at me, sometimes people stare at me, especially children. Some children just stand like this. And I look at them and smile. Before I feel strange. Why are they looking at me? And I remember, Marcus, you are 1 in 100. You are one black man in 100 white people. So I'm the one who actually I came here. If I don't really like it, if I don't want them to call me negro, I can leave. But what if I can make a little change in the midst of few people? I'm happy to do that change, like where I teach and everything, everywhere I go. So there are big changes in the life of many people. Well, if somebody stare at me, look at me, I understand that. Well, it's the first time I'm seeing a black man. Sometimes I feel like a hero. Okay, because my friend tell me, Marcus, take it like you are a hero. Take it like you are a football star or something like that. Don't take it negatively. Just leave them, let them. Yeah. So I tolerate sometimes.
Tell me about your experience. How did Russian treat to you when you came to Russia? Did you feel discrimination or surprised by warm Russian welcome? And if you didn't have known about that tricky using of Russian word negr, please spread this video because it would be helpful for people who are going to come to Russia. Thanks.